starring Lee Marvin.
Yes?
Laura Canby?
That's right.
How's a friend of Ricky's?
Oh.
It's a real nice place. Lots of class.
Well, just who are you and what do you want?
Like I said, I'm a friend of Ricky's. The paper. 250 bills.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
$250,000. You know, Ricky and I were roommates. And I just got out. I'm not ready to play games. So pay off and I'll get out of here.
Well, this is ridiculous. I don't even know what you're talking about.
You know. Ricky always said you were a smart gal. He got sick, you know. Real sick. He copped out before they took him to the hospital, all about the paper and who was minding it for him. He died 2 weeks ago. I got out last Monday. Here I am. Now, where's the money? You've been sitting on it for 5 years. Don't worry. You'll get your cut. The money? Like I said, don't play games. The money!
Stumbled into the case of Laura Canby that day because I brought a prisoner to an emergency hospital. He'd fallen off a fire escape while trying to get away.
All right, book him and take him over to the county hospital. Let him get a good night's rest, and I'll take him to court tomorrow.
Ah, what a day. No let up since I came on duty.
Yeah.
Just a second, you can sign this.
What's her problem?
Amnesia. She ran off a curb, bumped against a car, fainted. No injuries. Seems like a nice girl. Can't remember her name. Nothing, no identification, no handbag, just that locket with her picture inside.
Yeah, tough case. You notify missing persons?
Yeah. Here, you can sign this now. Lieutenant?
Just a second. There's another picture under her picture.
Oh?
Hey, that's Ricky Salter. I'll bet my life on it.
Who's he?
Well, some con they sent up to Statesville 5 years ago. He died definitely. It was the mainspring in a $500,000 bank job. We recovered half the loot, but we never talked about the rest. We never knew that he had a wife or a girl, though.
She's mining it for him. This is no time for her to lose her memory.
M Squad, Captain Gray, please.
Yeah. Yes, Frank. Well, maybe you fell into something. Yeah, well, if she's tied in with Ricky Salter, she might know where he stashed that bank loot. Well, stay with her and see if you can get anything out of her, huh? Right.
I was introduced to the girl before she was taken to Cook County Hospital. I had questions to ask.
I'm so frightened. Not to be able to remember who I am or where I live. Even my clothes, I can't associate anything with them. Where I bought them, when I put them on.
They look very nice. Which could mean that you have money or else you have a good salary.
I don't know.
No wedding ring?
Some married women don't wear a band.
Why would you be running in the street without a coat or your purse?
I can't remember. I was just running.
She does remember running into the street on the automobile.
And I wasn't hurt. I was just so scared I fainted, I guess. What are you going to do with me?
Keep an eye on you. Or you'll be identified soon or get your memory back.
Why would you be running on a street? Did you suffer some shock? Possibly somebody's dead? Does the name Ricky mean anything to you? Ricky Salter?
No. Should I know him?
Who's this?
I don't recall ever seeing him.
What about $250,000?
Nothing. It means nothing to me. Why are you asking me these questions? Do you know who I am?
Well, don't worry about it. If you have any relatives, they'll come forward and identify you. We've sent your description to the newspapers.
Do you have to put it in the papers? I don't like things like that.
You've got a find out who you are.
I know. You're being very kind. You can help me, can't you?
Certainly do my best.
What happens to me now?
Well, you'll be sent to a hospital where you can get proper treatment.
I'm sorry to be causing you all this trouble.
Don't worry about it. It happens to other people every day. We'll find out who you are. You can take it back out in the hall now.
Thank you. I feel better just from talking to you.
Thank you. What do you make out of it?
I don't know. There's no way of knowing if she's telling the truth or not yet. She may be faking.
Yeah.
Half the amnesiacs I see are phonies. They fake a memory loss to escape from a dull husband, a domineering mother, routine job, or just to get their pictures in the paper.
No, she didn't seem the type. But it did bother her when I told her her description was being published in the papers.
I got that. That's why I think she might be covering up.
Yeah.
I started the wheels and had the nameless girl's description broadcast. My next move was to work backwards from the prison. I wanted the names of the people Ricky had written letters to, so I phoned the warden.
Yeah, that's the idea, Warden. Who did Ricky write to? Women especially, this girl might be one of them. All his mail went to one party. You sure about that? What was the name? How do you spell that? L-M-C-A-N-B-Y, Canby? Mm-hmm. What's the address? Oh. All right. Okay, thank you, Warden. All right. Goodbye.
You sure move fast when there's a woman in the case, don't you?
Yeah, a woman and $250,000.
You know that girl could know where Ricky stashed that loot.
It wouldn't pay to be turned into the county hospital for observation.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, I like her.
You would.
Well, let's see what L.M. Canby has to tell us.
As Ricky's only correspondent, L.M. Canby must have meant something to him. I rang the bell, and the manager of the building showed me the Canby apartment.
I was coming up the stairs when I saw Mrs. Canby's door open and this wreckage. The burglar must have been looking for something, wasn't he? That's what the other detective said. I phoned the police. I just don't understand it. What could Mrs. Canby have that would make anybody do a thing like this? He behaved like a summer tenant. They can sure wreck a place, with or without children.
Well, from your description of her, Mrs. Canby's in the hospital suffering from amnesia.
Poor woman. And I don't know how to get in touch with her husband.
Her husband?
Yes, he's with the Army somewhere overseas. He fixed this place up for her and then was called away.
And how long ago was that?
Oh, 5 years ago. She was out of town, and this was a surprise.
Well, didn't she ever get any mail from her husband?
I suppose so, here or at her office. She was a fashion designer for a dress manufacturer. Very good salary.
But who's her employer?
I have his name downstairs.
All right, thank you very much, Mrs. Davis, and I'd appreciate it if you didn't touch anything in the room and kept it locked up until I can come back and check it. Well, I better phone that information to the hospital. It might help to jar her memory.
You can use my phone.
All right, thank you.
This is your aunt and uncle, Mr. and Mrs. Rutherford. They saw the piece in the paper about you.
My aunt and uncle? I don't think so.
Well, try to remember, dear. We had dinner together just last night.
We've come to take you home, Laura.
Laura?
Yes. Laura Canby, that's your name.
I don't know.
We'd better hold her for a few days, have a psychiatrist work with her.
She belongs at home. We'll give her the best care.
I'd better stay here. Not being able to recognize you, it terrifies me.
Be in good hands, Laura. Well, you've lived with us for years.
Excuse me, ma'am.
I'm sorry, but I don't recognize you.
And once we get you home with our own doctors and lots of rest, it'll all come back.
I seem to know you, but I can't give you a name.
Why, certain you do, dear. Aunt Helen.
The switchboard, take that call, nurse. I'll need you. Car crash.
And this is so disturbing. Forgive me, I have to go sit down.
Oh, no, wait, Laura.
It's all right, dear. Do as you wish. I'll get the car. You take her out of here.
When I reached the hospital switchboard, they told me there was no new development on Laura Canby. But when I got there, I was about 5 minutes too late. I had no doubt when I heard the intern's story. Laura had been kidnapped by a man and a woman who said that they were related to the girl. We checked them by phone. Nobody named Rutherford was known at the address they'd given. I was sure then that Laura Canby was alone and helpless with somebody who wanted the missing bank loot.
But this isn't the gray house you told me about. I don't think I've ever been here before. Why did we come here?
Well, we didn't want them to keep you at the hospital, Laurie. Believe me, it's better this way. Now we can help you remember.
Sit down.
Not yet. Not till I tell you to.
Who's he, Helen?
Helen? Oh, that's a good one, Daddy. Come off it, Laurie. Your memory's as good as mine.
I don't know. It could be the real thing.
She doesn't fool me. Rick said she could stand up with the best of them. You want to save yourself a lot of grief, Laurie? Just tell us where the money is.
But I don't know anything about any money or anybody named Ricky.
Okay. Then we'll refresh your memory. Only this time you won't be able to run away. Daddy, make yourself comfortable. This might take a little while. And Hal, there's a bottle in the bag on the inside. Laurie, you're going to take a long, long walk from this side of the room to the other. And when you tell me what I want to know, you can stop walking and lie down. And not until then.
Oh, no. I'm so tired. I'm so weak.
Laurie, you can scream your head off. There's nobody upstairs or downstairs. Nobody will hear you on the street either. Come on. Walk.
Yeah. Well, you better keep the railroad stations and the airfields covered. Oh, and check and see who's in town. Any of Ricky's old confidential pals, you know? Yeah, because whoever's with that girl knows about the money. Yeah. Right.
You can't be sure about that, Frank. What makes you think she was grabbed? She's being sweated about the money. She left the hospital without a squawk.
I can't figure any other way. She's a decent kid. I don't want to talk with her boss.
Yeah, but she's Ricky's wife or girlfriend or something.
Well, I still think she's all right. I just got a funny feeling about her, and I want to get to her before she gets hurt.
Yeah, how? Where? You know, that doctor at the hospital couldn't spot that couple in the mug fire.
Yeah.
Now where you going?
Oh, just look up some of Ricky's old prison pals. Beginning with Jerry Langdon. He was his last cellmate. The warden told me that Ricky was out of his mind when he was dying and talked about his money. I figured that somebody got a clue to where it was and needed Laura to get at it. If my hunch was right, it had to be somebody fresh out of Stateville prison. So I went to see English Molly.
Well, hello, good news. What trouble brings you here this time?
No trouble, just a couple of questions. How's the joint doing?
Well, I can't complain. There are 3 business conventions in town, all of them thirsty. You didn't come here to ask me that.
No. I got a list of characters here. Do you know any of them?
Frank, why don't you ring me instead of coming here? If it ever got out that I've been seen talking to cops...
What's wrong with a cop talking to his friends?
Well, nothing, if they don't ruin her business or maybe her neck.
Molly, when I came in here, I looked around. There's not anybody in here that knows me, so take it easy. What about the characters?
Well, a lot of them I don't know. Little Naples, I don't allow in the place. Sammy Sideways, I haven't seen him. But the bartender did say that Jerry Langdon and Hal Sherman have been in for a drink. Now, Sid Ruby, he says my drinks cost too much.
He's right.
Aren't all these boys just out of stir?
Yeah, that's right.
Well, is there anything else I can tell you?
Jerry Langdon with Hal Sherman, who's he?
Hal? Oh, he and his wife Dottie are just a couple of little bunco artists, but not serious enough for you to worry about. Mac told me that they're searching for an apartment, so maybe they're going to settle down now.
Sure they are. What part of town are they looking at?
I don't know. No, I didn't see them. I only knew that they were here because the barman happened to mention it.
Well, I'm glad to see you have a good class of clientele. Okay, thanks, Molly, and relax.
Jerry, this is killing me. We've got to quit and try something else.
I took my turns, didn't I? We don't quit. Get Dottie.
My wife can't get off the bed. She's knocked out.
Laurie can't hold out much longer, can you, Laurie? A man can go without food and water longer than he can without sleep. Turn up the heat. Get her on her feet.
You get her on her feet. I'm dead.
Do your part if you want any of the money.
Ricky.
What did she say?
Ricky.
Laurie's ready to talk, aren't you, Laurie?
Laura, you do know Ricky.
Where's Ricky's money? He said you had it.
I don't know anything about any money. I don't know anything about Ricky.
You lie. He said you had it. He said Laurie has the 250 G's. I heard him in our cell. All right. Keep walking. Don't sleep. Don't sleep. Kill yourself.
I got a bite of lunch and went back to work on the released prisoners. The morning's grind hadn't turned up one who'd admit that he'd heard Ricky talk about his money. Sid Ruby was first in the afternoon line. Sid was a pickpocket.
I only met Ricky in the yard. I don't want no trouble. I'd tell you anything I knew. Getting a job out of town. Can make my hands behave.
Okay, Sid. Good luck.
Thanks.
You haven't seen Jerry Langdon, have you?
No. Why don't you talk to him?
Why?
No, nothing. Just why don't you?
Why?
We rode in from Stateville together. He was Ricky's cellmate. He got loaded in the first saloon we hit. Talked about money, big money, a job, big and easy.
What else?
That's all. I wanted to get home.
What money was he talking about?
I don't know. Maybe Ricky cut him in. He liked Jerry, trusted him. They bunked together 2 years.
What else did he say?
That's all. He was going to be rich, and right away.
Okay, Sid, thanks a lot.
Fine, we'll check with you later. Getting anywhere?
I think we've narrowed it down to Jerry Langdon. The thing I can't figure is he was seen with Hal Sherman, the bunco boy.
Well, could be he changed his line.
Well, could be. But usually bank robbers and swindlers don't get along together. They're different types, different mentalities. But he had a drink with Hal Sherman at Molly's.
Well, maybe they just ran into each other.
Maybe. But Hal Sherman was looking for a new apartment. I wonder why.
Well, say what you're thinking.
You know, Ricky never talked about his money until he got sick. Then his tongue loosened up. But maybe it loosened up before they took him to the hospital and gave Jerry an angle.
Yeah, maybe.
But Jerry'd have to have some help. Someplace to take the girl where he could sweat her. Maybe that's where the Shermans fit in.
Well, the couple that grabbed Laura at the hospital weren't the Shermans. That intern couldn't spot them in the mug file.
All those mug shots of the Shermans are 10 years old. They've been keeping neat and clean around town, just working their vacation resorts.
All right, so where do we find Sherman? And an apartment he probably rented under an assumed name.
Well, but you know, as sharp as some crooks are, they never change their habits, places they like to live. Let's go down and see what the bag report's got on Sherman.
All right.
Hal Sherman had to be found. His file told us that he usually lived in the Hyde Park district. We started a door-to-door checkout on new tenants fitting his description. He had 50 men on the trace job. It was routine work, but they moved fast. I was out on a limb. I was gambling that if I found Sherman, maybe I'd get to Jerry and Laura. Then, in this block, we located new tenants whose description resembled Dottie and Hal Sherman. They'd taken a furnished apartment 2 days ago. We moved on that.
Jerry, it isn't working your way. We've got to stop before we kill her. I don't go for that.
Shut up! Talk, Laurie, and you'll get all the sleep you want. It's as simple as that.
I don't know anything about any money.
Ricky says you've got it. All right, don't sleep.
Open up, the police.
Jerry, don't be a fool.
Sherman, open the door.
Do that. They haven't got a thing on us. We've never touched it.
All right, cuff him. They kill the heaters and open the windows. Get your hands off her.
They wanted some money Ricky told them about. Ricky Salter. He was my husband.
Do you remember that now, or were you faking at the hospital?
I wasn't faking. Not until the middle of this awful nightmare several hours ago. Then it all came back to me. Who I am, Ricky. But I didn't tell him.
About the money?
About anything. I didn't know about the money. I didn't even know what Ricky was until he was arrested 5 years ago. It all happened so fast. I was in New York. I'm a dress designer. When I came home, Ricky had fixed up the apartment as a surprise. It was lovely. He'd done the work himself. Painted and papered. Even refinished some furniture. I've never been so happy. Then, 3 days later, they picked him up on the street. I don't want to think about that now. And I really got to get some sleep, please.
I'll get you to a hospital.
Somehow, I knew you'd help me. I thank you very much.
That's what they paid me for. Okay.
You know what I don't get is why a bank robber like Ricky turned into such a good husband. All this decorating.
How much you want to bet that I'm wrong?
About what?
About where the money's at.
You could have bet.
Okay. I win. Ricky was a good decorator, all right. A $250,000 wallpaper job. Just for Laura. That's what I call real love.
Yeah, I wish somebody loved me that much.
We believed Laura Canby's story. There was no evidence to disprove it. She left Chicago when she recovered from that nightmare, and I wish her luck wherever she is. I like that girl. Jerry and the Shermans are in prison. And the Police Benevolent Fund got most of the reward offered for the return of the stolen money.
Be sure to tune in again next week for another exciting story from the files of M Squad.